Holiday season is ramping up, with many looking forward to this coming Friday, Black Friday, to score some deals on holiday gift shopping. But it's probably no surprise that many consumer polls are suggesting Canadians plan to cut back on holiday spending this season. For more on this, retail strategist David Ian Gray joins us. Welcome to Global News, David.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. If we look at a recent BMO financial report, it suggests 78% of Canadians plan to cut back on holiday spending. Do you agree with projections like this one? And if so, what does gift giving look like instead this year?
Yeah, historically we see the poll results don't always 100% line up with behavior, but given the pullback in spending we've been seeing all summer, I think the survey makes sense to me. And I think both shoppers, now not every shopper is cut the same cloth. We get those who are flush with some income and they're going to be spending. It's not one size fits all, but the tendency is going to be to pull back. And I also think the retailers are not just anticipating that, but they're finding they need to pull back a little bit themselves.
Yeah, so with Canadians feeling that pinch, how are companies going to adjust to make sure that there's still a boost in spending both in store and online?
Well, okay, they want to make the sales, but they don't want to do the sales at all costs. The bottom line matters, right? So I think what we've seen the last few years is a lot of door crasher kind of promotions, but when we've done our research, shoppers have generally found that the Black Friday sales aren't quite living up to what they expect they're going to see. And I think that's just the retailers trying to protect margins. And that's so important for them coming out of this year.
Okay, interesting. Does this mean then we can expect a busier Black Friday with better deals, or kind of much the same as what we've seen in past years?
Even with any kind of pullback, we're going to see this as a very busy day. Boxing Day will be a very busy day. Also, you know, the different sales days will be very busy, both in store and online. I think what we're going to see is a combination of things. So the shoppers themselves are coming up with their own strategies to really, in a way I haven't seen in years, try to manage household budgets given the economic climate. And that means they're going to maybe buy some fewer items. They also might be buying, but they're going to be trading off. They're going to be trying to get something either on sale, so they're going to be looking for those deals, or they're going to be moving down to a different sort of quality price point. We'll also see the retailers, though, trying to smooth out these days. There's a big toll on staff with the kind of with the images you're showing there. The toll on staff in terms of strain and stress at a time when they're having trouble getting frontline staff. We know that from Indeed and other job sites that the hiring of seasonal workers is down a little bit this year. So I think both parties, the shopper and the retailer, are trying to manage their way through, but both protect their own economics. And there'll definitely be sales, and the retailers that really drive those big door crashers that you expect, they'll be front and center. But we always see the independent retailers lost in the mix. It's hard to cut through the noise and the clutter of the communication around this time of year as well. And I definitely think we're going to see some use of resale sites and you know, Facebook Marketplace and that sort of thing as well. So there's going to be a multitude of strategies that shoppers are going to use. And I'll just finish by saying a lot of shoppers sit out these days. Our research has shown about half of adult Canadian shoppers don't like the hype of Black Friday and Boxing Day, and they actually sit on the sidelines.
Interesting, especially as you mentioned with staffing being a little tight this year. I think especially in store, it'll be tough. Before we let you go, David, you mentioned Boxing Day as well. Between Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Boxing Day, which day should Canadians focus on this year for the best deals?
I wouldn't look at it quite like that. I would say we're seeing a rolling series of sales and promotions right through the very end of October through November, December. We have Black Friday, but it's really Black Friday month. We've been seeing some deals already. We then get Cyber Monday, which is basically the same as online Black Friday. And then all the weekends that we see going through until 24th or tend to have their own sales. Boxing Day, Boxing Week. So I think if there's a particular item a shopper's looking for, they're savvy. The bargain hunters are really, really good at what they do, and they're going to wait, and the game is, do they get disappointed? And I think, if it's a big ticket item, they might just say, hey, we'll wait till next year. We'll see how the economy is going to pan out.
A clever term, Black Friday month. Retail strategist David Ian Gray with some Black Friday and holiday spending projections. Thanks, David.
You're welcome.